Ooh, it is cold out here. Yeah, it's cold in the house. Cold in the house. I think I need to do some recordings tonight. Wow, that tree is bigger than I thought. No wonder they was like, we'll come cut your tree down. I was like, dang, that tree ain't no big tree. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my God. It's huge. It is huge, huge, huge. So, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Hey, Miss Dee Dee, how you doing? Zena, how you doing? Good evening to you, Sanja. I'm taking a late walk because I didn't walk earlier. I got off work this morning and then I did a short live and ooh, it's a little cold. He told me it wasn't cold. And and so hopefully I can get back in the swing of my walking because when you don't walk after you done worked out all year long, this walking was helping. I've noticed that. Good afternoon, good evening to you. Ruby, good evening. Pretty K. Bat Cave in the building. Good evening. Andrea Dupree, good evening. Sonia Joseph, good evening to you. D Diva, good evening. Adrian Dupree, good evening. Oh, there's a black and white cat. She's, yeah, I gotta get back into it. Got to. I'm looking at everybody's yard, because everybody, they got a tub in their backyard. The heck? They better get rid of that junk. Uh-huh. I got so much stuff in my yard, my backyard. So everybody's cleaning up their yard and stuff. So what I'm gonna do, now my yard is clean. My yard is cut. I cut my yard. But these people, they trim up their yard. They get the grass out the cracks and everything. So I gotta go take a look, y'all. I gotta go take a look. Cause I'm feeling some kind of way. Like my yard need a little bit of attention. And I haven't been doing my yard. Usually I would be out there in my yard for 4 or 5 hours early in the morning. But that's what's up. That's what's up. So tomorrow morning, my husband got another doctor's appointment. Lord knows. I'll tell you guys, he gonna make something wrong with him. Some people, boy, I tell you, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I don't know. I don't say anything. Yeah, they used to have an ugly, ugly, ugly yard. And they got a nice looking yard now. They got a real nice looking yard. Grass looking good and everything. That ain't no real grass, though. I can tell you that because it's too high. But it looks nice. They done edged it and everything. Well, I put some sod in my yard probably about 10 years ago. It looked good for about a good 6, 7 years. But my next door neighbor's weeds came over and took over. And I kid you not, it was like a full-time job. I'm serious, you guys. It was like a full-time job fighting them weeds. But you know which one won. The weeds won. The weeds won. Because they sure took over. And I just look at stuff like that in life. Like, hey, no matter, I went out there every day working on the yard. And they still won. She said, I like the artificial turf they laying down now. Really? Yeah, it's good. I'm thinking maybe should I do my yard this year? You guys, I don't know. Because I really don't have time to deal with it. There's a lot of water you got to put on that stuff. I kid you not, one year. The year that I did put it down, first it was like, okay, it was like $700 because my front yard is really small. It's real, real small. It's not big at all. But I got more front yard than backyard, so my backyard ain't nothing. Pretty much, I said, okay, could you add on to the house? They was like, your easement comes right up to the house, and your backyard ain't nothing but probably about 3 feet. It's not big at all. You can cut the grass in 10 minutes. Boom, you're done. So, you know, I'm sitting here, you know, wondering. I'm not a backyard person anyway, but I picked up the leaves last week, and I had a trash load full of nothing but leaves. So, you know, 16 in the building, 11 thumbs up. If you came in the building without giving a thumbs up, give a thumbs up. I don't know, to help the algorithm. Da 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 da. Woo woo woo. Wada wada wah. Woo woo woo. Woo 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 woo. There's a. I figured out that song that was in my head. You guys are not gonna believe what song it is, and you're not gonna believe who told me what the song was. Dang, that's a nice looking blue convertible Mustang. Ooh, that was beautiful. The song that I keep playing in my head, and I just like the beat, but it says there's holes in the house. Okay, I did not know this. I'm wondering why this song is in my head. I'm like, there's this beat in my head. I gotta find out what the song is. And I'm like, it's the something in the house, the something in the house. And I done asked everybody, asked my daughter. My daughter's like, I don't know what song you talking about, mama. So I turn around and I was talking to Freddie about it. That's how my house should be looking, like that right there. Like my friend's house like that. But it don't. I mean, it's pretty much carbon copy, but if my yard looked like that, I would just be like, oh, I don't know. I like that little tree. I don't know. I'm getting me some ideas though. But anyway, um, Freddie told me what the name of the song was, and I went over there and I punched it in Google, and the song came up, and that's the song. That's the song. I was like, oh my. My husband was like, why was you listening to that song? I don't know. Maybe I was at work and it came on. And the job that I had, they listened to the song and I probably liked the beat. And it was just in my head. It was just in my head. It was just in my head. I'm doing good, Phyllis. How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? So anyway, you guys. So I wanted to chit chat a little bit because I want everybody to know. Because people's like, oh, SP mad. No, I'm not mad. No, you ain't seen me mad yet. You have not seen me mad yet. I don't get mad because people just, they're going to take whatever and say whatever. I don't get mad. I tell people all the time, eat the meat, spit out the bone. You don't like it or whatever, whatever. But you know what gets me, and it does irk me, and I'm not going to lie, it does irk me, is when I have noticed that you can give people all the information that you get trying to help, the situation. Phyllis understands what I'm saying. I know Batcave understands. Sonia Watts understands. And the only thing they do is they come back with a negative, a negative, a negative, a negative, a negative. And they don't never listen and grab hold to the nugget. They don't get that no, we're not I'm not gonna be able to solve the case. I'm not down there. And even if I was down there, I probably won't be able to solve the case. It's not about solving the case. It's about the awareness. It's about the awareness and whatever information that comes to you, because you do have a platform, people do speak to you. You share it for the people that is down there to get it. But the people down there getting it, let me tell you guys something. I see so much game playing when it comes to these apps, Facebooks. There's this one lady, and I'm going to say her name because I don't care. I don't care. Because over here, I don't care. We don't care. Her name is Phyllis Stitch. She used to come to our live all the time. Not Phyllis D. Hart, you guys. Don't get it twisted. Her name is Phyllis Stitch, okay? This chick was saying some negative stuff in her comment. Okay? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put it right on out there. I'm gonna blast her right on out there because she just messy. Okay? I'm just gonna call it like I see it. I'm gonna call it like a TI is. So you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay? Now I don't know who this woman is. I have no clue who she is. I've never seen her before. But when she comes in the chat, she was coming in our lives every day. If you go back, you'll see she make comments and everything. So one day she said some trifling stuff. Okay, I'm gonna use all the street words because this is the best way I can describe it. She said some trifling stuff. So you know what I did? I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I I didn't care for her how she coming in being very disrespectful, being rude, just saying some stuff. I mean, just attacking. Wasn't just attacking me, attacking people that said something in the chat or whatever. If they didn't agree with what she said, or they said something or asked a question or whatever. So what I do, I gave her a warning, and then she waited a while, and then she came back. And usually I don't say too much because I'm so busy doing other stuff. But I responded to her the second time, and I said, okay, you know what? I sent her a little message, and I said, hey, exit to the right, I don't know what your deal problem is. I kind of thought it was Shauna in a different name, and it still could be. I don't know. Because these people, they come in with two or three names, and then they talk to themselves like, yeah, somebody's agreeing with them. I'm telling you guys the truth. And it be them the whole time making a full conversation so people can look at it and go, ooh, ah, ooh, I don't know what they get out of it. I mean, but we grown, right? But you think grown people don't do this, but they do it. Because every time I turn around, they having a full conversation with themselves, and everybody's just looking at it, and they thinking they did something. You ain't did nothing. That don't even make sense. Why you full grown acting all this stupidity stuff? You know what I mean? That doesn't even make sense to me. So anyway, I don't know why it got all big and everything. I don't know why it did that. I'm gonna try to ease it down or something. I don't know. So anyway. So I I blocked her. I blocked her. So she can't comment. I'm thinking you're an older woman. You probably need help to make another account. So, or you may not, you may just say, forget it. I don't want another account. I'm going to use this account or whatever, and that settles that. So I haven't been seeing her really in our lives anymore since I blocked her. I just haven't, which is a good thing. But I know when you block people, they feel some kind of way. They feel rejected. And I get it. I hate to block people, but when you come in just thinking, well, it's a free country, I can say what I want to say. You can say what you want to say. But you're not going to be sitting there, you know, bullying people and cussing them out because they have a theory or they have an opinion or whatever. You know, you're not going to do it. If they believe that the child could be, you know, um, abducted, that's on them. If that's what they want to believe, don't get mad at them. Look at it like this. And this is what I try to tell everybody. We don't know what happened. You guys, it could, you know, I don't sit there and say the mama done this. I don't sit there and say the daddy done this. Because at the end of the day, to accuse somebody of doing something that you don't know. Now, you can ask questions and they can get mad. It's nothing wrong with asking questions. Of course, ask all the questions. But you're not going to sit there and say, I know the mama took that baby. You're not going to hear me say that because that would be a bald-faced lie. I cannot say that about the mother. I can say it's a possibility that the baby, she didn't even bring the baby over there. It's a possibility that she could have went in the house and took the child herself or somebody else. It's a possibility that there's some kind of cartel thing going on because of all the activity that's going on that none of it makes sense. There's all kind of possibilities, but you will never get me to put somebody in a situation because once you ring that bell and say something negative like that, oh, I know. See, there's some people that say, I know the dad did it and he guilty and he guilty. I don't know if the dad is guilty of anything other than what they charged him for right now. I mean, other than he ain't talking, that's all I know. That's all we all know. Let's keep it real. That's all we all know. We know the story that he told us. It doesn't make sense, and we're piecing it together. The more nuggets that you get, the more nuggets you get, the puzzle comes together, or you can get a better understanding instead of just throwing out some stupidity stuff, some stupid stuff. SP, you know what you have to do, and when knowing you are being led by that inner voice, you have always stood for awareness of these many missing children. Exactly. I agree. I don't know enough. Exactly. But if you guys, mm, if you guys think that our channel is not blessed, you better review every case. And when I say every case, review every case that we even conversated about when it comes down to these missing children. Okay, let's do a little clip. Let's do a little clip note. Okay, let's do a little clip review. Okay, in every case, you guys can tell me, in every case, the streets speaks louder than the news. The streets speaks louder than the police because the police, they can't tell us. They got information. They can't tell us. And what I'm telling you guys is when I look at certain cases, as we keep growing in knowledge of how the police work, what they will say, what they won't say, how they say things, how their mannerism, how they stand up there, how they walk away, you know, you got to look at not only what they say, but even what they don't say. But as we keep looking in everything, we're going to grow and understand what's going on. Look at the Malia Bass case. Let's go back a little bit. Look at the Leah Bass case. Okay? They did not come on national TV in the news and say what evidence they had. They didn't. They told us a child was missing. They put the stepdaddy on there, or the mama boyfriend, what you want to call him. And he talked about the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and they were falling out and all this other stuff. And he was like, the dogs is laying down, and he was talking about The planes was falling out the sky and everything, and we was like, what the heck? I mean, it wasn't making sense. Well, what did make sense to me, and I told y'all, and you know what? I'm not giving myself no kudos, but what I said was, dogs ain't falling out. The dogs are sitting down where that's where that child is. But he didn't know that because people think when you have dogs like drug dogs, canines or whatever, you have searching dogs, rescue, or you have, dogs that look for people that's deceased or whatever, cadaver dogs, that's what they call them. They they teach them to do certain acts when they find whatever they're looking for. Some dogs, they'll bark, 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 bark. Some dogs, they will sit there. They will sit down where it is. I know this. I can't tell y'all why I know, but I know. Let me tell you something. That's when the things in my life come back into remembrance. Like, okay. So when people, like, say for instance, people dealing in drugs, and they're going to search a car or whatever. The dog may not bark. He may go to the car and he sits beside the car. They now they got to go looking for it. Now they may have one that they'll get in, but they don't want to alarm the person that owns the car. So they bring in the dog that once he knows that there's some drugs in there or whatever, the dog is sit next to the car. But then they got some dogs that when they smell what they looking for, what do? They start barking, barking, barking. They want at it or whatever. But some dogs, they teach, when you find what we're looking for, sit down. And that's what these dogs did on Malia Bass. Okay? The dog knew that she was in that drain. They had put the baby in the drain. That dog went and sit down. They talking about the dog was passing out. The dog wasn't passing out. The dog was just telling them, she down there. She down there. That's what the dog was telling. Okay? A lot of these missing kids cases don't make the national news. They are public, publicized in the community, and the case goes to social media. Right. But, and look, it's getting dark. You guys, it's getting dark. Y'all say, look how dark it's done got. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. Okay. So, but then the family didn't tell us that there was blood on the mattress, blood in the closet and everything. They didn't tell us that. But how did we find out? Okay. How did we find out? Yeah, they did arrest them too. But we still dug a little bit deeper because guess what? I did reach out to whoever I could find that was connected to the family and said, hey, could you come on? Because I seen with when they found the baby, I seen you come up and you started screaming and you fell out. So I inboxed the young lady and I say, you know, who are you? You know, because this is sad. If you really love a baby, you'll talk to me or whatever. The young lady, she calls me up. We had a full conversation. I said, oh, she didn't tell me everything right then or whatever. But nevertheless, you guys, she came on the show and she spoke to you guys. You guys got to ask her questions. She was Travion. I couldn't even hardly say the boy's name because all these Travion, Trezell, Trojina, Trojan, you name it. This is all these names and everybody talking about SV. You can't even say the name. We gon' y'all name y'all kids some really crazy names. That's just the bottom line to the whole situation. What is this car doing right here? That Mama Phillips? Yes. Who is that? What's up?
What's going on, Mom?
Who is that?
It's Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
How's it going? Long time.
I'm doing good. How you
I'm
doing?
doing all right.
You out of the army now?
I am. I still do my weekends a month and stuff like that. But
Okay.
yeah.
You looking good.
Well, thank you.
Is that your girlfriend?
Nah, these are my crazy nieces.
Oh.
Yeah. They were like, oh, we want to meet her. I was like, okay. It's like I know who that is.
But you still got the house over there?
Mhm.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
This is
I like your car.
Chloe. Thank
Chloe.
you.
Okay.
And then if you roll down the window, this one is Kaya.
Hi, Kaya.
I was telling them, I was like, yeah, this is my second mama right here.
Yep.
Like, I grew up over here. They were like, where? I was like, all right, right down there.
Right there.
Right down there.
You sure did. Yep, I was just over here just talking.
I figured you was out on your walk. I was
Yep,
like,
I
oh,
gotta
she's
walk.
out on the walk.
You looking good. You working?
I am.
Where you working at?
I'm over at Schofield
Okay.
doing detail again.
Okay.
I'm still running the cars.
Okay.
How's everything here?
Pretty good.
Still doing YouTube?
Yeah,
How's that going?
pretty good.
Okay. I ain't mad at it.
I'm gonna make it work.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. You looking good. How's your mama?
She's doing all right. She down in Florida.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's she doing down there?
Pops.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. She done went on down there.
Yeah.
They together and everything?
I would assume so.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay. So
So,
she just got on out of here. What she do with the house?
um, that's gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot that's happened. So yeah, that house is gone.
Oh, so she just said, the heck with it, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. You ain't got no kids yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I told Jessica, I was like, mm-mm. He looking at me like, when you have? I'm like,
yeah,
ain't
I
happening.
called him today.
Did you?
Yeah, he been, you know,
Yeah.
darting me and stuff, you know.
I talked to him a couple days ago. Actually, he called me. I think he called me yesterday, but I was asleep.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't. I never haven't returned his call yet. Playing phone tag.
Oh, okay. Okay, alarm. Okay. Give me a hug. I love you.
Love you too.
I miss you.
Oh,
You
man, I
come
need to
back.
stop by sometime. This is like
Yeah.
the perfect time, so
Yeah. Okay. You take care, okay?
I will. You do the same.
Nice meeting you. Okay, you guys. You guys. Miss Dee Dee, what are you talking about? Trey? Too many names? I was wondering who was this rolling up on me. I was like, who is this rolling up on me? You know what I'm saying? But they got a nice looking car. Check it out. See what I'm saying? See, people know me over here. That's one of my sons, you guys. That's one of my sons. Um, I take care of a lot of kids around here. I just do. You know what I'm saying? He came from the army. And I don't know, his mama, he told me his mama done went to Florida to be with dad. Huh? Isn't that something? Now, see, that young man, he got out the army. And he soon as he get out the army, he went and bought him a house over here. Yes, he did. Okay, where was we at? Yeah, Travion, Trenzel, too many trees. Yes, trees, and all this other stuff, teas, and he's wondering what's going on. But, cause he probably saying, what is mama doing just sitting on out there? But, hey, I'm gonna be all right. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me out here. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Cause right where I am, like, this is police right here that lives in this house. This is police right here lives in this house. This is police live in this house. And right down there where you see that light at, police live in that house. And now my next door neighbor, they were police, but now we got a new guy that lives next door. But it used to be police next door, but now we got a new guy, and I think he works on cars or whatever. And then his wife or his girlfriend or whatever it is, his mama, she's a drinker. But anyway, you guys. So, Malcolm, Malcolm, come here, baby. Anyway, so anyway, what I wanted to share with you guys before, is that check this out. Every case that we got on and went in on, because I don't want you guys to be discouraged, but every case what we got in on and went in on, the Lord blessed us. Somebody spoke to us. Somebody talked to us. And so, like I said, on the Malia Bass case, the stepmother of Travion, or whatever his name is, I don't even remember what his name is. I just know they locked up and they won't let them out. They locked up, they won't let me out. They locked up. Anyway, in every case, we really got in there and dug. And if you guys do not remember, I keep trying to tell family, remember where we come from. Not just the bathroom, but doing the little dance and shaking the tree and knocking on doors. You guys see, if I come in town, if I drive, if I got the money to get there, I'm going to be knocking on doors. Do you guys not know? Okay, so the young guy on the cash case, the brown boy. The first time I went down there, I thought the chick was giving me the runaround. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't come on and say, hey, you guys, I'm finna go down here. I thought she was giving me the runaround. So I went down there. I had all the time in the world. Went over there. She wasn't there. I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm not even going to say anything. If I would have told you guys, y'all would have been like, SP, come on, whatever. So the second time, I wasn't even trying to go down there. I was actually going to my daughter's graduation. And she was like, because I told her, I said, I can tell if you lying to me, I'll just come on down there. You know? And so I'm going to Oklahoma. I'm thinking it's on the other side. I'm thinking it's going to be on the east side of Oklahoma where my daughter's at, because she was staying with my brother. But I ain't never went down there because he moved to a different county. I get down there to Texas. So remember when everybody was asking, I'm getting ready to walk on back home. Everybody was asking, go over there by Darian Brown's mama's house. There was a reason why I wasn't going over there. There was a reason why. I'm going to tell y'all. Because I did not want, me being, a host on a channel. I know it's done got dark. I did not want the threats coming towards her anymore. You know what I'm saying? So when people was like, they were working on the house, I said, well, it looked like they moved or whatever. That, people wanted me to. But I wasn't going to do that because I already had an appointment to sit down with her and her husband and her children to talk. So people do come to us. Why? And I try to explain. I know it looks dark, you guys, but trust me, it's going to get brighter in a minute. No worries. This is how, when Freddie come on the live, this is what it looks like. Told you it's going to get brighter because I'm underneath the light in front of my house. It's gonna get dark again. Oh, so yeah, I'm not doing this. This is how dark it is. I'm telling y'all. I kid you not. This is just how dark it is. Whew. Okay. Honey, I was down there on the corner and I was just sitting down there and Taylor came by. Taylor, you remember the kid that was trying to get a leave from the army to come to our wedding? Yeah. He came by. He pulled right on up. He told me his mama done went to Florida. So, yes, at SP, people will get people hurt if they don't use wisdom. Exactly. So, I felt like, okay, here's the thing, you guys. I could have came on and told family, okay, you guys, you know, we did. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. In our family, we got people that's busy. We do, but you don't know. Just like the disciples, okay? You got 12 disciples, but you got Doubting Thomas in there, and you know what I'm saying? And then you and then you got Judas in there, and you know, he going to go tell people where people are at and what they doing and stuff. So for me to make the decision to not say anything because you don't know who's telling what, you know, and then they always gonna come and be like, nah, she just lying. I'm gonna give you guys another example, okay? And it wasn't for clout. If it was for clicks and views, you know what? I could have told that woman come on the channel. I don't think it was in her best interest to come on. You know what I'm saying, family? And I did talk to some of our mods so they knew what was going on. That's why we have a board. And I would talk to them first and say, hey, what do you guys think? Do you think we should, you know, say this or not say that or whatever? Because you know what I'm saying? So some things is not because I'm hiding it from you guys. It's because it may not be good for us or the channel, or it may not be good for the person. You know what I'm saying? And then people be like, oh, the first thing that people want to say, she lying, she lying, she lying. Okay, okay. Well, I got nothing to prove. I just know that it's true. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So then let's move on to the I won't even say that one, but the King Hill case. Okay, I told you guys that Marvin called me, and I'm going to read to you guys the whole conversation. Well, I didn't tell you I was going to read it, but I told you I wrote it down. And everybody was wondering, well, how did she write it down? Because everything was recorded. So he didn't want to come on. He didn't want to come on at all. You guys remember? Put a one in the chat if you guys remember. Marvin did not want to come on and speak to nobody. He wasn't saying nothing to nobody. He just wasn't. Nope, he just wasn't. And I told everybody what Marvin said. And, you know, the girls, they got mad because what I did, I blocked them from coming over with the mess. They went right over there to Facebook. Oh, they in there. They in the bushes. Like people want to say they in the bushes. But they were always in our chat listening, and every time when I would say something, And I said, okay, you guys, Marvin, okay, this is what Marvin said. And I would read what I said and what he said and what I said and what he said. And then they would go over there to Facebook. I call it Messy Book. They would go over there to Facebook and say, well, I heard this on the channel. It's SP News Nuggets. And she lying. Why would he call her? And I won't believe it until I hear it from the horse's mouth. And she just want clicks and views. And a lot of it had to do with, because I couldn't understand why Cody, and I'm talking about the other Cody, Amber's brother Cody, would get mad. Look, I'm not going to sit here and accuse this man when I don't know. Well, if he ain't talking to the news, well, he can talk to us because I'm not going to accuse him. Somebody got to get the information. Somebody got to hear the story. Y'all sitting there talking about, well, why he ain't called me? I'm mad because he ain't called me. He ain't calling you because you're recording things and trying to entrap him into stuff. I'm not trying to do that. So what happened? Everybody sat there and said, SP lying. Okay. I done gave y'all 3 right there. Malia Bass. What was the other one? Cash Case. Now I'm talking about King Hill Case. What Marvin do? He came right on the live. He came right on the live. And I said, okay, you guys, this was the reason. Here's the horse himself. Now everybody's like, instead of taking the information and going to go check it out, or you rather bash the person that's getting you information as much as possible. You rather bash that person. That's why people don't, that's why people don't say nothing. So you actually contradicts yourself, because the first thing that come out your mouth is, if you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. The minute a person say something, she lying. She lying. She just want clicks and views. Okay. Instead of getting the information, then the family gets mad because he won't talk to them, because him and the girl get married. Then his wife comes on. They just get married. She comes on. Oh, now you're friends with him. I'm not friends with nobody. I'm not friends with nobody. I'm friends with the family. And if they want to talk, we're going to give them the platform so that you can hear it for yourself, because you want to beat up the messenger. That's all they do, is beat up the messenger instead of take the information. Now, can we get information wrong? Yes, we have gotten information wrong before. It's not that we're looking like you're looking. We're wanting you take the information and go look it up. Remember when the young lady came back and we was like, this is the daycare, y'all. Go, this is the daycare. Is the van over there? The van's over there. She went over there. That's why I told you, I couldn't even be mad at her. Good. I'm glad you went and go look at, oh, but she was trying to make sure, oh, you're wrong. You're doing it for the wrong reason. You want to make sure I'm wrong, but I'm glad that you went and looked, young lady. Now we can go look somewhere else. Did I bash her for looking? No, I didn't. I was like, I'm glad you went and looked. Because I'm not down there to go look and see if the tag matches and if the VIN number matches or whatever. That still don't change the fact that somebody told me that they be at that daycare house. Now, does it matter? Does it make a difference? We don't know. Anyway, I don't get mad. They just said that they be at that house, and then we looked and we seen a white van. Okay, go check it out. Is that the white van? Go look. Okay. Then Microwave Frank. Microwave Frank. I can go on and on and on and on and on. First thing everybody say, Ain't no microwave Frank. I've been in Philadelphia my whole life. I ain't heard no microwave Frank. That don't even make sense. Microwave Frank. He. She tripping. She lying. She didn't make up a name and just say some stuff. And then here he comes on. Here I am. I'm Microwave Frank. Here I am. April. There's a Calvin. There's a Calvin in the house. Calvin. There's a guy named Calvin, you guys. I didn't want to tell you who he was. It was Quintessa's baby daddy. And not only that, he lived right across the street from the cousin that threw the party. We got to get him on. I told the mods then, y'all, let's keep on speaking and saying his name. Maybe he'll pop up because he's getting mad that his name is out there. He may not have anything to do with it, but we need to bring him on. We need to, if he ain't got nothing to do with it, he'll come and speak. Did he come? Okay. Amber. She calls in. Cody. He calls in. April. She calls in. Nolan. He calls in. Quintessa. She calls. Quintessa's mama. Quintessa's auntie. Quintessa's sister. I'm just, and there's more. I'm just thinking about the main ones, you guys. I mean, that's why I say that we are blessed that we keep our channel, the integrity out there. That's all. That is all. When I was down there at in Texas, Batcave was down there. I didn't even tell Batcave where I was going. Not that I didn't trust her, but just so before I get to the mama, she will talk. You guys got to remember, our integrity is always. But Batcave came out there, and the thing about it, I show up in town. Batcave's like, "You in town?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "I see you in town. I'll come and help." I didn't even have to ask her. What time? I'm like at the room. She was like, "What time you going? Where we gonna meet up at?" We meet up on the corner. Her be safe. She didn't know. She don't know me from apples or anything. She go knocking on doors with us. You know what I'm saying? Because that is our motto, that we will do these things. We're not just saying that we're going to do these things. We do these things when we have the capability. We're not going to have the capability in every case. Like in this Virginia, we don't have the capability in this case. We got people down there, but you got to remember, they're older. They're not going to go door to door. So we were trying to make friends. I was trying to make friends with Team Cody, because Team Cody is the younger crowd that's down there, and they can hear things. They did make some mistakes. Did you see me bashing them for making mistakes? I didn't bash them. You know why? Because if you try to do well, that's better than nothing. I don't care if you mess up. You try. And I can only give them respect. You know what I'm saying? The only problem I had with Team Cody, and I'm just going to keep it real, they did kick somebody out of their little group that had a lot of information. Had they just so, but they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of information. And when people get mad, when you kick them out or block them or whatever, it gets really messy. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't, it's not like a channel. You know what I'm saying? Like these channels, I kick somebody out. The only thing they can do is say something nasty about me somewhere else. But they had a physically group named Team Cody. And you guys, I was trying to put some respect on their names. You guys should have been shouting them out and cheering them on and backing them up and everything. They were scared. If you looked at these young ladies' face when they on camera down there at the courtroom and they're showing Team Cody, they look scared. They look. I'm just saying what I see. Now they can tell. I know they probably in here and they probably I ain't scared and all this stuff. But now they give the letter cease and desist and then they took off running. I they'll still come in with the name, but you ain't heard from them since. They be like, oh yeah, we incognito now. Oh you know, we ghosting, But you can't run up to somebody's house doing that stuff. You're not gonna see me ever running up on somebody's house, cussing them out, calling them names or whatever, because they're not gonna tell you where that child is. They're not gonna break down and go, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know where the baby is. That you're wasting your time. You understand what I'm saying? And then not only that, you got yourself on somebody's video. They recording you, and then they done send it to the news. They done send it to the police. They done send it to the Commonwealth attorney of your behavior. The advice I gave them is, oh no, don't do that. I heard somebody's like, oh yeah, Shauna told me I was telling them to go do this and do that. Not one time I told them. Matter of fact, I told them I can't even believe you guys just. How, why would a detective tell you to go? That doesn't. No, 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 no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm like, baby, please don't say that, because you're not fooling around with some people that is not educated here. These people in this chat, we're very educated. We're not messy like that Facebook. We're not gonna believe just any and everything. We just not, and that just don't even make sense. We know that, but you know, um, do I respect Team Cody? Up with the utmost, because I try to tell you guys, they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. These are younger folks, and yeah, we gotta help them as much as we can, but they're trying. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she said, I love getting out there, showing up. Bad Cave said, yeah, I loved it. And Sonya said, for real. You know what I'm saying? But our integrity is always, because when people, if you let people say what they want to say and you don't get in front of it and say, look here, let me show you, let me share with you why I told you guys this. It ain't because I just wanted to have something to speak on and say, you know what I'm saying? I wanted someone, go check it out, because it makes the theory, it brings another theory into question. You guys understand what I'm saying? There's another theory in question now. I wasn't even going to tell you guys. I can't even remember who told me. And it could have been her told me that about the kid getting shot in the bathroom. I ain't even went back and listened to the rest of it. It could have been that person telling me that. I believe it is. And somebody else had already told me, but I kind of was like, I didn't have no receipts or anything. So I just kind of was like, oh, okay. But do I know if it's true or not? I don't know. I know it was told to me. But, you know, right, we support everyone who is strong for the children. That's right, SP. We learn as we go, and it makes us better for the next time. Yes, we should be really good. You guys remember when we was looking for baby Braylon and Purple went out, and Purple was out, and we were doing live broadcasts. I don't know, some of you guys was in the house, some of you guys wasn't. But I told Purple, okay, I'm not patting myself on the back, you guys. I don't never do that. But I told Purple, I said, go to the pool. You know what Purple told me? Because I don't have control over what people do. I told her, though, Go to the pool. She said, no, I'm going to the cemetery. She was done with the backyard. She could have just easily walked over to the pool. She walked over there to getting ready to go to the cemetery, and a car almost hit her. The car was flying down the street so fast it almost hit her. She was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Catch the tag number or whatever." But she was all into the whatever. I'm not talking negative about nobody. When you try, you try. But she beats herself up every day because had she went to the pool, we would have known that baby was either in the pool right then, or the person that drove that car that almost hit her came, and then they could have tracked that car in the tag, and then bam, she could have broke the case. She could have just broke the case. But people don't listen. And and I love Purple. Don't get me wrong, I love her to death. But that could have been everything. You know what I'm saying? That could have been, I mean, just, oh my God. I sit back and I look at the mistakes we make. But like I said, I had no control of where she went because she had the camera. You know what I'm saying? I can only tell her, or tell her what's in my spirit, or tell her, just go look in the pool. Go, nah, I'm going to the cemetery. Okay. I'm just happy that you out there. But had she went to that pool and that baby wasn't there, they couldn't have, and she would have recorded it, and that car coming, I'm telling you, that was it right there, you guys. So when we get somebody like Purple, the energy like Purple, you know, it's a good thing. You're not going to find too many Purples out there. You're just not. And she liked what she was doing. It's just, you, you missed the opportunity. The window, the door was there. You missed the opportunity. We had all night. We had all night to just, she wasn't scary. She's not a scary person. I mean, we had all night. But we missed the opportunity. Purple knew those people in the area and was following the crowd. Yeah. She even missed the lady that she was talking to. And I told her, there's the lady right there. She was like, where? I said, right next to you. So we're looking for details. And details can sometimes steer us in the wrong way. Like, just certain things. Just like I say, I always go back on the classic and sincere case and say, okay, the daycare. I'm telling you, that daycare had something to do with some stuff. But nevertheless, you know, I was just sharing with you. Oh, yeah. And the one thing, this is what I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, so this morning when we were talking, I said, and I forgot to say this, when I talked to the detective told me, the only thing the detective told me is, because he said, are you the SP News Nuggets that's on the channel? So he had already heard about us broadcasting and everything. Do you think people ain't listening and chiming in and listening to what we saying and who's saying what or whatever? You're wrong. Because he asked me that. And if I find it on the video, on the recording, I'll let you hear that part when he say, are you the SP News Nuggets that's on the SP News Nuggets? He was like, okay, I got you. I was like, okay. And I waited for him to say, to stop, don't do this or don't do that or whatever. The only thing he said, and it plays in my head, and you guys got to remember, when somebody tell you something, you got to believe what they say. You know what he said? This is the thing that he said to me. Don't put nothing out there that ain't true. Did you hear what I said? Don't put nothing out there that ain't true. That's what he said. That's what he said. So, I ain't got no cease and desist letter. I ain't got lawyers and detectives calling me. Because let me tell you something. If that attorney, Corey's attorney, get anything that will make Corey or his family look bad that is not true, I guarantee you she gonna be like a bulldog on it. She gonna be like a bulldog on it. But, like I said, I am a reporter, and I'm gonna report what is said to me. So I have to have a receipt, because I'm not gonna come on and say it unless I could say, well, that was told to me. Right? Phyllis say, you haven't done anything wrong. Exactly. You guys better remember that. You think that I want to be in somebody's court going, I don't know. I don't know. No. But don't scare off the people that is trying to get information for us. Because when they tell me something and I tell you guys, and then y'all want me to bring up the person's name, because people's like, what's the child's name? What's the parent's name? Now you know what I'm saying? Just go check it out for yourself. Go find out. Come and tell me what the parent name is, what the child name is. I guarantee you, if they didn't like it, because I know that they hear what I'm saying, because I know they don't like, but they're wondering, where is she getting this information from? How does she know? She ain't even in the state. Somebody's telling her. Guess what? But the people, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not talking about y'all. But the people that don't know me and know y'all, they say some foolish stuff. She said, I was having SP nuggets and family withdrawals. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. And this is what I know about the world, and you guys know what I'm saying is true. The world will believe a lie before they believe the truth. They'll throw the truth in the trash. They won't even look in the trash. Baby be missing. They won't even look in the trash. They be like, "Where's the baby?" Oh yeah, they come on Facebook and everything. We look for the baby. Where the baby at? The daddy got the baby. The mama got the baby. The baby. They right next to the trash can. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. I'm saying, dang. Look in the trash. Look next door. Look in the block. You know what I'm not understanding? Now thinking about it, and they had Cupcake's DNA at that apartment, why they didn't bring the dogs in? Y'all. Sometimes you got to go back over these cases, and okay, it tells me I got 15% of battery. Now I got to get off of here. Y'all, why they didn't bring the dogs in on Cupcake when they took Quintessa and Patrick to jail? I don't remember seeing any dogs. Lisa Taylor going. They knew the baby was in the house. They had blood or they got the DNA. Why they didn't bring the dogs in there to go look for the baby? It took them a whole week. Why they didn't bring the dogs in? They knew that the baby had been at the house. That's because the neighbor said that they seen that baby. And they knew it was him because it was his vehicle and his picture. Why they didn't bring the dogs to that house? Nobody ever asked a question. They didn't have to have a whole week of looking for that kid. They could have found that kid in one day. I'm just saying. I keep begging my husband. I'm like, honey, I want this dog. I want this rescue dog. And he keeps saying, no, no, no. But I'm telling you guys, I want this dog so bad. I'm looking for a dog. And I know, we got to train the dog and everything. And I know other people getting a dog, they get a mutt or whatever. They're not putting the dog through training. It costs money. But they got a canine dog training here in my town. And I love dogs. So I'm still looking for a dog, but I got to get okayed by Papa. Because he does have allergies and stuff and everything. But this dog, yeah, I'm going to get the rescue dog. I'm going to get it. That's the only thing I want. I don't want bigger house. I want bigger car. I was telling you guys I was going to get a new car this year. I don't even want a new car. I just want this dog. So that we can help. And not only that, I'll have me a dog. Just like Shook. Shook would be a good dog, but Shook is and he's sickly. And he's not the type of dog like that. You know what I'm saying? He smell a female, he gone. I want a dog, but my husband keeps saying no. And because, and the reason why he probably saying no, is because he feeds Suge every day. That's one of the things that he does, one of the chores he does. He feeds Suge. I don't feed Suge every day. He does it, But, Suge was not my dog. Suge was my son's dog. Now my son done went and got him 2 dogs. Got him a house and 2 dogs. He ain't even thinking about the dog. But I'm a type of person. I'm a loyal person. I'm not going to go put the dog down. I'm going to still feed the dog. I done had the dog the whole entire time. But Suge goes wherever I am. And Suge's like, now you my master. So, okay. You know what I mean? So I didn't get all the fun with the dog like my son did. But I get all the, the the responsibility, and my husband is helping me with the responsibility, but still, like if the dog need a bath, I give the dog a bath. If the dog kennel needs to be cleaned, I clean the dog kennel. So I'm very responsible about it, but people don't understand. That's still not my dog. You know what I'm saying? When the dog is a baby and it's my dog, then that's my dog. But Suge makes me his master, so that's my dog. But you guys understand what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm finna get off of here. Our hour is up. You guys, I want you guys to have a good night. I'm gonna have a good night. I'm gonna do some washing some clothes or whatever. And probably kick back, take me a really nice long shower. And just chill. Well, alright. Got a long morning ahead of us. Keep us in your prayers, you guys, okay? And y'all want to see the robot I got, Pooh Bear? Hold on. Let me show it to you before we go. So Pooh Bear gonna have fun with this robot. All right, it's got a remote that goes with it. So when he comes over to play with it, I called him today, and I didn't get to talk to him. But so when he comes over, he's got this robot, and I'll probably be seeing him sometime this week. All right, you guys, have a good night. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.